Good morning, you sexy storage lot. It is Monday morning. You can see Kai, my son, in the background. And yeah, it's weekly figures. I've got to be really quick on this one. And I mean really quick because I am heading across to see the Blue Self Storage team. When I was going to say I've been invited, but I haven't. I've bugged them. No, to be fair. I said I want to come and visit and learn how you do things. And we're opening in Scotland a container site. And who better to learn from than the best in the business with container sites? And you know me, I'm always wanting to learn, open to learn, and I'm gonna, see exactly just how they do it. I'm really, really intrigued because, I think their sites are wonderful. I genuinely have been admiring, not admiring, stalking from afar. So we're gonna go down and see them today. Right. Okay. So firstly, I should have done more podcasts last week, but I was away in Marbella on a mastermind. And last week was the launch of my course, the first ever course. I keep getting so many questions that I thought I'll put it all in a course, and the results were outstanding. I can't believe how many people actually signed up to the course. So thank you very much for every single person who signed up, and hopefully I'm going to deliver an amazing learning experience, and we're going to get people opening self-storage facilities and changing their life. This course is still open for payment, but there is no £1,000 discount, and I'm taking away one of the bonuses for certain. I'm gonna have to look into it because one of the bonuses I was uncomfortable with in the first place, and so one of the bonuses is going, but the discount's also gone. But I was gonna say who knows, but anyway, right, that's it. So let's get on to weekly figures. Then we have had an up and down week. I thought it was going to be a bad week. I thought it was going to be a terrible week until Saturday when we got 10 reservations. So in total, we had 126 quotes last week. We were 950 square foot across the sites. We had 31 reservations. That's a conversion rate of 25%. We had 23 move-ins. So the move-ins weren't great, but the move-outs weren't bad. So it didn't impact us too much. The move-ins conversion rate was only 18%. KTO wrote the positive and negatives on the newsletter, mrselfstorage.com. If you want to hit it on over there, we email all this good stuff out to you every single day, and I have a self-storage tip as well. Wrexham, that's good. Right, here we go then. Let's start with the money we took. Last week, we took £39,375 across the 4 sites. By the way, my storage course dwarfed that. Unbelievable. And I kept saying to everybody, because everyone was like, how's the course doing? Yeah, the sales of this. And I said, but don't think it's all going in my back pocket. It's not. I'm using it to make more self-storage sites. so we're not even doesn't impact us whatsoever. It impacts the business, but it doesn't impact me. Right, so Mansfield took 3,500, say. Wrexham took 2,800. Clough Road took 8,000. Beverley took 5,000, and Willoughby took 20,000. And by the way, if anybody's wondering, my son he loves listening to everything about business. I always ask me money and how much we're taking. And how old are you, Kai? 8? Yes, he's just turned 8. So he absolutely loves it. So I personally don't think we talk enough about money as a society, and I certainly don't think we talk about money and how much we make and etc. With our children and stuff. And so I believe, only my personal opinion, but I believe that us Brits were very much money. We don't like talking about money. I love talking about money to anybody who'll listen to me, because money fundamentally is what makes the world go round, and it has the single most biggest impact on your life, your kids' life, everything. So I don't understand why it's this taboo subject we shouldn't talk about. We should. Right, amount of quotes at Willoughby. Really busy week at Willoughby. 45 quotes. Have a sip of coffee. That is, and we did 11 reservations at Willoughby, so slightly behind where we normally are. Quotes to reservations, 24%. We had 9 move-ins, so that's a conversion rate of 20%. So we moved in 655 square foot. That is absolutely a shocker at Willoughby. Really, really poor there. And we moved out 680. So luckily, it was only 25 square foot down. So it could have been much, much worse. 10 move-ins, 10 move-outs, 328 internal rooms occupied, 1 container in, 2 out, so 41 containers occupied, 75% occupancy for the store, The average insurance was only 4,600, so that's not great. Next week, however, we're due to move in 785 and due to move out 160. So I reckon, according to this, it's going to be around about 600 square foot up. But I think we can get there. We possibility of aiming for 1,000 square foot up this next week. That is where we should be looking at. Right, Clough Road, 31 quotes. It's actually not a bad week for reservations this week at Clough Road. We did 10 reservations. So Clough Road has always been a tough place for conversion rates. But we did hit 32% last week, so that's good. Only 4 move-ins, though, so that's a conversion rate of 13%. However, that will improve this week because of the move-ins we got due. We moved in 375, and we moved out. Guess how much? While you have a guess, I'm going to have a swig of coffee. I always feel the need to go, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You ready? We moved out 115. So 260 square foot up. Average insurance was good, 8,500. Next week, we got 350 square foot due to move in for 6 rooms and only 1 move out for 75 square foot. So pretty good week at Clough, actually, apart from the move-ins, but the move-ins are coming this week. Beverley, the gift that keeps on giving. Mature site, that's what it is. 10 quotes, 3 reservations, that's a 30% conversion rate. 2 move-ins, 20% conversion rate. 385 square foot moved in, 340 moved out. So we got 45 square foot up. 3 move in, 4 move out, 83 rooms occupied, 89% occupied. That's good, going in the right direction, heading into the Christmas period, so we can increase prices as soon as you get to a certain occupancy for unit sizes, etc. Then you can increase occupancy. So yeah, really good there. £6,000 average insurance. This week we've got 1 move in for 160 and 1 move out for 50 square foot. Sorry, Wrexham, brilliant, absolutely brilliant week. We had 16 quotes, so it's pretty, I can't remember if it's good or not for Wrexham. And we had 1 reservation, so not great on the reservations at all. So when I say brilliant, I forgot that one. So that's 6.25% conversion rate. We moved in 4 people, so the conversion rate is 25%. When I say brilliant, it's because we moved in 445 and we moved out 0. So we net result last week was 445 square foot. Average insurance was £8,000, so that is tippity-dippity-doo. And we got 25 square foot to move in this next week and 75 square foot to move out. We've just ordered some more containers there. So at the minute, we've got 22 containers, 21 rented, and we're going to order another 10. So that means it's going to be, 30 containers, 32 containers in our part there. Mansfield, 24 quotes. Number of reservations were only 6 this week. That's a 25% conversion rate. However, the reason is because we've increased the prices a little bit. In my course, I talk about the stage 1, stage 2, and stage 3 for your pricing strategy. We are now flirting with stage 2 because it's gone so good. Stage 1 to 2, depending on your site, might take a year to get to stage 2. It might even take longer, but because it's gone so well, we've done it within 4 months, which is nuts. So we're flirting with stage 2 now, which means that we're pushing the revenue up a bit to see what we can get. And so we've increased the prices, the street rate, the price we're asking for the storage, and the conversions have gone down, which is interesting because that's how we would expect it to be. But sometimes it doesn't play out. So it's really nice to see that you can pull the little levers here and there, like Wrexham. We put the price up on the containers. The conversions was shocking. And then we decreased the price and the conversions were great. And I'm one of these people who hate that the price being the thing that matters. But in some locations, sometimes, some situations, it is the lever that we have to pull. And you might not like it. I certainly do. I really actively dislike it because I think it's an easy excuse that the conversion rate's down. Oh, it's the prices. We're too dear. Yeah, yeah. Maybe true, but that's the easiest play that people make. And the amount of conversations we've had, and inevitably, I've been wrong, and it has been the price. I always remember me and James having conversations about it. He goes, Dean, I know you don't like it, but I do think it's the price. I'm like, yeah, but JP, that's an easy thing to say. If I was a salesman, that's what I'd say, because it's like exonerating me of any of the problems, any of the conversions. So I would be using that card as well. But then when we change the price, conversions go up. I'm like, oh shit. So right. So how much did we rent out last week? So we moved in 350 square foot at Mansfield. We moved out 125. So we're net result 225, 225. I think we're about 12,600. I think it's 12,565 at Mansfield at the minute in under 4 months. That is nuts. Absolutely nuts. And we're just tweaking the revenue now as well. So the revenue should shoot up. This is going to be a brilliant site. I reckon by the end of the year, our monthly recurring rate, MRR, is currently saying that we're hitting £200,000 a year. I want to double that and get it up to 400,000 by the end of this year. That'd be incredible if we can do. Right, so we've got 4 rooms moved in, 2 out, so we've got 119 rooms occupied. Containers, none in, none out, because we've got full 10 occupied. We're 59% full, 59.55. So if we round that up, obviously it's 60% full. Great stuff. Amount of new insurance sold this week. We're gonna have to get on with Mansfield fit out. The second phase. Borrow more money. Oh, £36,000 insurance sold this week. £9,000 average. 4 move-ins due this next week for 300 square foot, and 2 move-outs for 75. One other thing: Google Analytics page views. For some reason, over the weekend, we had 200 people each day visit the website, or just about, and that has distorted our conversions. Across the Store Mall branches, we did 28 reservations because we don't include Beverly because it's a different website. The conversion rate was, it was so 28 reservations, 749 visitors meant that we do a 4% conversion rate. So website visitors to actual reservations. So that's your funnel. Visitors to your website and how many reservations at the bottom, how many reservations plop out the end. So a 4% conversion, which means the website's doing a good job. But I'd like to be hitting 5%. So anywhere below 3%, and I question it, anywhere above 5%, and we celebrate it. I've got here my health and fitness goals. It was terrible. I was in Marbella, drank way too much. Networking. Average steps was still 15,410 last week, so I wasn't too bad, but I only ran 3.5 miles, which is pooper scooper. Right, my friends, that is it. I'm going to love you and leave you. Hopefully, with Kai, hopefully we can do a podcast tomorrow, but I am sleeping out, I believe. I'm trying to get home, but I might have to sleep out. So we'll see. All right, my friends, I love you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you. You're doing the gritty. I'll see you tomorrow or Wednesday. See you soon.